They are two teams that know what it's like to play for the NFL title. Two teams that believe anything less would be considered an unsuccessful season. But thus far, the Dallas Cowboys have not lived up to expectations. Initial wins, it has not been an easy journey for the Buffalo Bills. Monday night, Jim Kelly looked beaten and ultimately was. This week, an injured hamstring has sidelined the veteran quarterback. Today, Buffalo looks to overcome adversity of their own and avenge those two Super Bowl losses to Dallas that still haunt them. $80,000 plus on hand at Rich Stadium outside Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York, the home of the Buffalo Bills, as the Dallas Cowboys play a rare visit to this northern city. Pat Summerall here with John Madden, and let's talk first about the Buffalo Bills. It doesn't seem right to do a Buffalo game or talk about the Bills without Jim Kelly being their leader. Kelly pulled a hamstring last week in practice. Todd Collins will start at quarterback. What
Field up to 30 miles an hour. Showers in the forecast, and we've had some already. A lot of them, in fact. Kevin Williams to the 10, 20, and down at that point after about a 23-yard return.
Dion, when he saw Dion slip, he just threw it away.
Three wide receivers. Third and long. Aikman back to throw. Going deep for Sanders, incomplete. And a flag on the play. Covered by Thomas Smith.
This is always an interesting one now because it's not always against the defense. In fact, this one here isn't. This is offensive pass interference. So when the guys are going for the ball, right there with his right hand, that's offensive pass interference. See, he kept the defender off with his right hand, but then in doing so, he got the penalty, but he also didn't catch the ball because...
Big enough, certainly. In front of him, Fina, Brown, ends. We will see.
Yeah, in fact, they are starting with two tight ends. The second tight end is Tony Klein, who is in there also.
First and 10 at the 21. Swings it out to Thurman Thomas by man in motion. And this is Thurman Thomas with some room. Thomas outside the 30, still digging. Whistle blew after he picked up about 9. Let's look at the Dallas defense.
He said what he'd like to do is get him on one play where he completes a pass and gets hit right after he throws it.
Third and 5. Take off and get a Bill first down across the 45
and get his first hit. In fact, that knocked his helmet darn near down over his eyes. He's got formations, and he's gotten his hit, and he's gotten his completed pass in.
3 wide receivers. Third down. Collins quickly. Johnson again got the first down.
Night, and people come in here in vans and stuff on Friday night for this Sunday game. This is like a college atmosphere.
You better know how to eat if you've been here that long.
Or you're going to die.
Tyndale got...
You got to give Minnesota credit. They're the biggest surprise in the NFL right now. The Minnesota Vikings.
Undefeated, 4-0. Collins back to throw it on third down. Going to take off. Got some room. Got a first down. Running formation. Instead, Collins rolls out to his left. Hits Tony Klein. And Klein out of bounds at about the Dallas 3. This time, Thomas deep. Thomas gets the carry. He ought to get around the corner. And does in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That was that play that we talked about, that counter. You watch, they're going to pull the right guard and the right tackle. You see the right guard and the right tackle pull. Thomas gets in behind him. Corey Lucci makes a good block right on the corner. That lets Thurman Thomas get into the end zone.
Thurman Thomas now has 57 career rushing touchdowns, which ties the Buffalo Bill record. And Christie's extra point is good. Buffalo 7, Dallas nothing. They used almost all the first quarter.
First down to 1 first down, then that goes in to time of possession of 10 minutes and 40 seconds. So you have to get first downs to get in sync. You know, they're behind the camera guys when they get through.
This is Thurman Thomas sweeping right and getting first down yardage and more. Out to the 46. Brock Marion pushed him out of bounds, but a 17-yard gain for the Bills. On second down, it's Derek Holmes. Holmes still on his feet, chased by Deion Sanders and caught by Deion Sanders inside the 10. The Bills will have it first and goal.
Hey, this is good blocking and terrible tackling by the Cowboys. That's that same play, Pat. Again, it was a counter. It's a counter to the left. And you see it where he's just going to take the counter step, and then he's going to get in behind his right guard and right tackle, and then he leaves him and then makes a cutback right here. Brock Marion has to make a better play than that. Darren Woodson misses a tackle. They didn't have their angles down, and then this is where speed helps the defense.
Tyndale, fumble into the end zone, hit the official. Let's see who got it. Out of the end zone.
To the 20. You see, he fumbles before he gets in the end zone. Now, it doesn't make any difference if Dallas recovers it or not. If Buffalo recovers it, it's a touchdown. If Dallas doesn't recover it and it goes out of the end zone, it's a touchback anyway.
And they bring it out to the 20 where Dallas will take over.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet there.
Did they?
When the Buffalo Bills were going in to score, the Cowboys get the ball back on the fumble. They didn't recover it. Again, it went through the end zone, which makes that an automatic touchback and the Cowboys ball on the 20.
Evan Williams goes in motion. Aikman gives to Emmitt Smith, and he is met just as he crosses the 20 by Mark Maddox.
Herschel Walker's going for the first down. Kurt Scholes hits him right there before he could get to that first place.
Collins, pass caught by the tight end Lonnie Johnson. And Johnson still on his feet. Moves into Dallas territory before he's taken out of bounds by Kevin Smith.
If Lonnie Johnson would have kept running, he could have gained a lot more yardage because it looked like the Cowboys weren't ready to tackle him. They've been tackling so poorly. Watch him. It's going to be a bootleg, and he's going to hit Lonnie Johnson. See, he fakes to the left, bootlegs out here to the right, hits Johnson coming across. Now watch, Johnson starts to look back. If he just keeps running up the sideline, those guys wouldn't have tackled him.
Two tight ends this time. Lonnie Johnson, third year out of Florida State. Thurman Thomas. Swarmed on.
So all his passing yardage in his first half has been to the tight ends.
Three wide receivers this time. They need about 15 yards to pick up a first. Collins gets it to Reed. Reed gets down to about the 32-yard line of Dallas. 2:35.
It stands right behind the defensive line. He's going to bring Tony Klein in motion and bring him right across there. He's trying to hit him. The ball hit the umpire in the head. Tony Klein would have had that one, I think. Watch him. Todd Collins is watching Tony Klein all the way, and he throws the ball. Klein really has a step on his guy and would have caught that ball.
Ed Fiffick is the umpire. He doesn't want to be there.
Well, he better duck or take a knee or something.
First down, Cowboy.
He was the 12th man for that Cowboy defense.
Aikman gets it out to Kelvin Martin. Remember the Aflac question? Aikman in the pocket with time. Pass caught by Deion Sanders from 36 yards out. Bonio's kick's no good. Never got airborne, or didn't appear to. And Buffalo take over with 9 seconds left. The Cowboys come away with no points.
fine. It was whether the ball got up high enough. It did get blocked, I think, at the line of scrimmage, but whether it was high enough or not, you don't know.
Bruce Smith, I don't think it was high enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see Bruce Smith come across there, 78. He gets his hand up right there in the middle, and then I don't know that it touched him or not.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Buffalo 7, Dallas nothing. James Brown and Terry Bradshaw will be along.
Cornelius Bennett a couple years ago.
Aikman. Pass is intercepted. The Buffalo Bills, Emmanuel Martin with the interception, still on his feet down inside the 10. Larry Allen knocked him out of bounds.
And Troy Aikman was getting closer and closer. Remember earlier I said that he was throwing into double coverage. And again, I think the thing is that the Cowboy offense now is pressing. Cramp what they were doing there.
Steve Christie will try the field goal from 33 yards out. And he's good. And it's 10-0 Buffalo. We have 7:47 left to play in the third quarter. The Bills on top. Not their normal numbers.
And again, this offensive line of the Cowboys is not controlling line. It's put an 84 on Bjornsson. He looks just like Jay Novacek.
The toughest thing for Bjornsson is blocking.
If you're a quarterback in high school and college, you've never blocked in your life. Oops.
Throw it if he has time and does. Pass is incomplete and now intercepted by Emmanuel Martin again. Bounced off the intended receiver straight up. It was intended for Bjornsson, and the Bills get it.
That's not Troy Aikman. He threw that ball in there. The ball just...
One-handed interception by Darren Woodson. Woodson gives the Cowboys the ball. He lost it, a fumble, and maybe the Bills got it back. They did. Lonnie Johnson came up with the ball. Spectacular interception, and then he lost the ball.
That was a heck of an interception. Then you wonder what happened. We talk about frustration of offense, frustration of defense. Everyone start thinking they have to make something happen. Most of the time that's good, but sometimes it's not so good. This is a great interception. One-handed catch. Now get it up as far as you can, get down and let your offense do it. You see, he gets here, and he was trying to lateral the ball to Deion Sanders. And that stuff looks good in practice, but it doesn't. You didn't need that. That was right there at midfield. Pat, an official got hit. I mean, there's a fumble. The Bills recover. You see the official go down right here? In fact, they're out on the field checking which leg it was, but it looked like both of his legs buckled. And see if you watch here, when he goes down, you see there he's okay, but watch him as it goes down there. It's the right ankle gets caught in the turf, I think, as the knee is buckling. It was kind of that whole right leg thing.
And left leg got buckled too. And
yeah, but look at the right one. Yeah. Look at the right one. I mean, that foot is pointed perpendicular.
Ankle and knee. Alex Van Pelt is the other Buffalo quarterback. Here's Aikman to Emmitt Smith. Nothing there.
Grip, but that spiral came out of there perfectly.
Rain has stopped. Here's Emmitt Smith headed for the corner. Walker is in front of Emmitt Smith. Darrell Johnston in motion, and here's Aikman back to throw. Going deep for Walker. And Walker, I believe, came down with it. He was sandwiched just as the ball came down.
The two safeties, Kurt Scholes and Henry Jones, were over there, and what a collision. You could hear it from up here.
And what a catch by Herschel Walker.
Jones there. Watch Kurt Scholes there, number 24. He really unloads on Herschel. How he held onto that ball, that's amazing. That's all that speed, and he's going to unload with everything right there. And he turned Herschel back the way he was going. But that is a perfect pass, though. I mean, Troy Aikman dropped that ball right in there, but how Herschel Walker didn't fumble with that hit by Kurt Scholes.
I honestly don't think. This is the 10th play of this drive. That's Emmitt Smith. And he scored the touchdown for Dallas. Emmitt Smith got in.
This will be an interesting call here.
It's going to be close, but Smith, the signal went up, and he got in for 4:53.
You know, this is one of the great scenes in the National Football League. I mean, you come here, there's 80,000 people. You look at the barbecue. I mean, they all have different things. They have the greatest chicken wings in the world, don't they?
Yep.
I mean, they come here. They have sausages. Yeah. I mean, they're here. This is a 4 o'clock game. They're here at 7 o'clock in the morning. Some of them were here Friday.
2 days ago they were here. That looked like it might have stayed too long.
But these guys here were like, they got here Friday nights. Yeah. Some of these RVs, I mean, they just like live here. I mean, it's a whole weekend. I like those. I like those things. This, not so much.
No barbecue there.
Now, who do you think came in these things, seriously?
I know it wasn't you and me.
There's way, way, way too many of those things. But this is a great football scene. I mean, you know, the Buffalo, we talk about things they do here and the people coming and limousines. Then they have this down in the field house for the fans. This is kind of an interactive deal. You know, that's not bad. I mean, you can go out there and, like, if you want to see how big your foot is compared to Bruce Smith's, you want to kick a field goal?
Yep.
What the heck is this? Oh, it's a race.
I think so. The name of that, where all this is taking place, is the Ralph Wilson Fieldhouse. What a guy he is. Here's Aikman back to throw. Bryce Pop hurdled the blocker, who was Emmitt Smith, and takes down Aikman.
That was a great play by Bryce Pop. You just wonder why there's not a lineman on Bryce Pop, though, because he's going to win that most of the time. Here's Pop, and you're going to see him. He's going to just jump right over Emmitt Smith there. But you wonder why the three-man line, that they don't bring a tackle out on Bryce Pop. If you try and block Bryce Pop with a running back, Pop is going to be the NFC. First of all, Bryce Pop comes, and Aikman gets by him right there, and then he gets bent over by Sean Price right there. Here's the interception. He wasn't sure again where Deion Sanders was going. I mean, Deion Sanders kind of ran half a pattern. I mean, that's kind of, he starts it and then he starts to go and then he starts to stop again, and there was nothing there to defend that one. Thomas Smith was right there.
They were looking at Aikman's right leg, but he was bent over.
Football. If you go to a game and it's going to rain, you bring a slicker, you bring, you know, whatever, but you don't bring an umbrella.
The people behind you don't necessarily always accept that, do they?
You can't have an umbrella.
Nope. The word on Troy Aikman we've just gotten is that he twisted his right ankle, and at the moment they do not think it's serious.
Well, this was a great scene here today and a fun place to come to take part in a day of football.
So for John Madden, this is Pat Summerall saying so long from Rich Stadium, where the final score is Buffalo 10, Dallas 7. Coming up, we'll send most of you to the Pontiac Silverdome for the conclusion of the Bears-Lions game. That's right after this message.